What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Did you know that the king of modern Pokemon sets, Evolving Skies, is 3 years old now? It released in August of 2021. Absolutely wild stuff. And this set has been through reprint after Costco print after more reprints, and put into tins and put into Pokeballs and put into more mini tins. And for whatever reason, I mean, it's obvious. It has Eevees and it has Dragonite and it has Rayquaza. There's a lot of reasons why Evolving Skies is a great set. But this set continues to just crush. Let's take a look. Right now, Evolving Skies at $661.20. And I think that's actually probably a little bit down because of some recent sales if you take a look. $480, $519, $519, $519. I would guess that is probably not a sealed booster box. This one, for instance, at $480, Evolving Skies 36 loose booster packs from V Striker tin, so not a booster box. And if you take a look at the year-long graph, like a year ago, September 2023, it was at $441. So you could have gained 50% on your money in a year's time with Evolving Skies if you bought a year ago today. Okay, but here's the really big question. Is it actually worth parking your money into an Evolving Skies booster box or a booster box case? And honestly, this conversation probably goes out to all Sword and Shield booster boxes, not just Evolving Skies, but since Evolving Skies is 3 years old this month, I thought it would be a good topic of conversation. So with this booster box at $661, I think there's a really, really good chance that Evolving Skies is going to be a $1,000 booster box at some point. And if you do the math, $660 into $1,000 is a 50% gain on your money, because you take 50% of $660, which is $330, add that to $660, you get $990. So it's like a 51% gain on your money. But when is Evolving Skies going to be a $1,000 booster box? Could be 3 months from now, though unlikely. Could also be 2 years from now. So that's kind of like where you have to weigh out your options. Evolving Skies, there's no doubt in my mind that at some point it's going to be a $1,000 booster box. But when is that going to take place? And in that time frame, can you make better plays to go buy into Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes? Like, park your money into some of the new stuff. See, I watched a really good video from Alex at Nostalgianomics earlier before recording this, and he was talking about how the landscape of Pokemon investing is really changing. See, for Scarlet and Violet era, right off the bat, it had this negative outlook. People didn't like it. It had silver borders. It was weird. The pull rates were really easy compared to some of the Sword and Shield sets. And people just didn't love Scarlet and Violet era. People are opposed to change typically. Like, Scarlet and Violet base set came out, it was okay. Paldea Evolved came out, people were fine with it, but it's not like people loved it right off the bat. And now, most recently in memory, is Twilight Masquerade. The outlook for Twilight Masquerade was disastrous. People thought it was going to be a total trash set. I remember, like, on the live stream rips, I sold out of my Temporal Forces live stream, and I only sold like 6, maybe 7 booster boxes worth of Twilight Masquerade on release day. People were not excited about it. And look what it's done now. You get the one chase card in Greninja EX, and all of a sudden people are having a great time opening Twilight Masquerade. There's like not a lot of it out there, it feels like. I'm not saying it's not findable, but it's hard to find, and the market price shows, because if we take a look here, I mean, 3 months ago it was at $102, now it's at $129.73. So this is a $130 booster box already, and it's really not very old. It came out in May. So it's not old at all, and you've gained almost 30% if you bought this at the bottom at $100, which I did buy some booster boxes right at the bottom of this set because I buy early all the time. So there seems to be this change in landscape where a few months back, even a year back, people were like, let's let this set release, Scarlet and Violet base sets, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift. Let it release. People aren't going to like it. The prices are going to come crashing down. They're going to be $85, $90 a booster box, and then I'll park my money into it. Now, with Twilight Masquerade, the prices increased quite quickly. Stellar Crown comes out soon. Are people going to pre-order that and buy it right away? Maybe. Certainly, from what I've seen in Discord and in the YouTube comments and on Reddit, people are parking their money into pre-orders for Surging Spark. There seems to be this new wave of excitement for Surging Spark, which is going to spark the new generation of Pokemon, I think, because Surging Spark is going to be exciting. It's got the Latios and Latios cards, the Alolan Executor. There's some really cool cards. People are excited about it. It's got the Japanese Dragona Paradise cards going into it. And then it's leading the way into the Eevee high-class set of Japan. And then we got the Team Rocket sets and the trainer Pokemon sets, which I think 2025 is just going to be an absolute explosion of Pokemon greatness, honestly. So people are parking their money into Scarlet and Violet sets early now, which is changing because it didn't used to be like that. And so what Alex was saying in his video is distributors and people who are providing Pokemon to big sources are saying, hey, in order to get allocation for Team Rocket or in order to get allocation for Surging Spark, you got to buy some Stellar Crown. And that's the way distribution works. Hey, you have to prove to me that you can buy this before I'll give you this, which is kind of scammy, but that's just the way it goes. So it seems like people are going to have to start buying Scarlet and Violet right off the bat. What's the point in all of this? Are you better off parking your money into something like Evolving Skies or Chilling Reign or Fusion Strike, where we know these sets are out of print, we know they're going to grow over time, but is the growth going to be at the same rate as something where you buy a new Stellar Crown or Surging Sparks booster box at $100 right off the bat, and maybe it becomes $130 in 3 months? That's like a 30% gain over 3 months. Or are you actually going to do better parking your money with Sword and Shield booster boxes? And I don't know the answer, but I do know that personally, I think Scarlet and Violet booster boxes are a really, really good purchase. I've always talked about on my channel that I'm in it to like buy early, buy at low cost, and then wait. It's a no guessing game. And I'm not going to say that you're going to buy at the very lowest part of the graph and sell at the highest point of the graph, because that is next to impossible on a regular basis. I want to take the guesswork out. I just want to buy early, and no matter what, 3 to 5 to 7 years later, it's going to be worth a lot of money. That's just the way it goes. Because then, don't take my words wrong here, if you buy early and then a year from now they reprint it, who cares? Because you're in it for the 3 to 5 year wait anyways. It doesn't make any difference. If anything, that would be another opportunity to purchase more of it if you're feeling good about the set. But it takes the guesswork out, because right now, if you're buying Evolving Skies or Chilling Reign or Fusion Strike, blah, 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 that is guesswork to me, which is why I think my conclusion to this video is that I think parking your money in Scarlet and Violet era is way, way better than going back to Sword and Shield. Could be wrong, for sure. And I have some Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike and Chilling Reign. I hope they go to $1,000 booster box for Evolving Skies. I would love that, because I have some already. But if I was to go park my money there now, I think I can do way better putting some money into new sets coming out, because I'm just a big believer in Scarlet and Violet era. I have been for quite a long time. I loved opening Scarlet and Violet base set. It wasn't my favorite set. I'm not going to tell you that I was like super high on it, because it took me a while to get used to the silver borders, and there's not like a huge chase card in Scarlet and Violet base set. But for a long time, I have absolutely loved Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think it's going to age very, very nicely. And I suspect the best is still yet to come with stuff like Surging Sparks, Team Rocket, Trainers Pokemon. There's still rumored Mega Pokemon. I don't know. But I'm feeling really good about Scarlet and Violet right now. So I told you my strategy. I just buy the new stuff. I buy it when it comes out. I get a good price on it because I buy enough of it, and it's pretty low. Pokemon markup is not big right now. You just buy it, and then you sit it in the closet. Of course, I have the channel where we rip some packs, so I go through some of it as well. But there's some in my back closet that's just sitting there, and then you wait it out. So that's my conclusion. I don't know if I answered the question. I think Evolving Skies probably still is investable, just like Chilling Reign is, just like Fusion Strike is, just like all Sword and Shield boxes are. But I think Scarlet and Violet boxes, you can do way better, especially if you just buy early what happens if Stellar Crown or Surging Sparks, you buy it $100 for a booster box and sell it at $130 in 3 months? It's a 30% gain. And then you can do it all over again with the next set. That's what I think. If you agree, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, that's totally fine too, because I'm not right about everything. But that's my strategy. If I buy some of everything, I will for sure have the winners. I'll have some of the losers too, but I'll have the winners. And so far in 2 years of my Pokemon investing journey, I've done quite nice for myself. So that's my strategy. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to comment down below and hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button as well. I'd really appreciate it. And until my next video, have a good one. Peace.